Hey, what can I help you with?
Hey, I was wondering if I could get a Verus engineering shop tour.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Awesome.
Sit. Let's go, Lila. Get in there. Get in there. Hey guys, this is part of our warehousing and some of our manufacturing. This is suites 3 and 4. We have 2 5-axis CNC mills which allow us to cut and build whatever we dream up here in the engineering office. On this side of the factory, you'll see that we have a bunch of warehousing. This is for products that go out to you guys next day. So it's pretty cool that we get to basically package products and ship it out next day. I apologize about the sound, but we have to keep the machines running all the time because, you know, they cost a lot of money and we got to keep on making chips so that you guys keep on having parts.
What's up guys, this is Clay from Verus Engineering, and today as you can see we are in our overflow raw inventory room. This part of our shop we have all of the raw inventory that we've machined on our DMGs next door, as well as a big stack of rear diffusers because we kind of don't have much room in the other part of the shop. But just to give you an idea of what is sitting over here, this is what we would consider raw aluminum pieces fresh off the mill. Basically, we QC these, we bring them over here in our nice labeled boxes so we can keep stuff organized. And then basically what we do before we take them to powder coat, we QC them one more time. We'll laser engrave our logo, send them to powder coat, and then we got a finished product. All right, now we are in suite 10, which is our router room. As you can see, this is our router right here. It's quite old, but it does the job. It actually does the job really well. And as you can see here on the table, we have some fresh cut front splitters for the VB-WRX. Let's head next door and I'll show you where the magic happens.
What's up guys, Eric. Let's get into the design office where all the magic happens. This is where we conceptualize, prototype, produce, design, CFD. Everything happens in this office. We got Matt over here. He looks like he's working on an M2.
How's it going?
He does our CFD as well as some of our more complex parts. We got Daniel over here who is a new engineer and he is working on a CTR side splitter. Let's go over to my desk where we have some machine stuff open. So on this screen you'll see we're actually going to be running some C8 trunk mounts here shortly. So I have the program pulled up, we're going to post that out and then get it on the mill here later on today. All right guys, let me show you the most important part of the shop. This is where all of our R&D vehicles stay. They basically get upgraded, outfitted with our parts, install manuals done, install videos done, and then we get them ready for the track, which is what we do with all of our cars. We put them on track with our aero parts on them. So this is our 2022 VB-WRX. Purchased this late last year. We've got some of our components on it, some engine-based stuff, some aero parts, and then we've got a rear wing that's basically almost done prototyping. We've done CFD on the car at this point. The rear diffuser is off because we actually sold it off of our car for a customer. This car is getting close to being finished. So this is our GR86. We bought this, I don't know, early last year. And we've got our full kit on the car at this point. We need to basically get a few more pieces released for this vehicle, and then we need to do some testing on track. I've been hesitant to put it on track because of some of the oil pressure issues out there, but we'll probably end up doing it anyways because R&D needs to happen anyway. This 718 GT4 is actually a client of ours. We had the car dropped off so that we could develop some parts. So this is our rear diffuser panels. We have a front splitter that we developed and then some dive planes, and then the rear wing from the 981 actually already fits on the 718, so that was an easy update right there. But this car is basically waiting some suspension components because we found that the factory suspension was a bit too compliant on track. And then we'll basically upgrade it and then hit the track again with our full aero kit. The Supra was one of the first units in Indiana. It was a 2020, so I think I got it late 2019. This car has been a lot of fun for us to develop parts for and a lot of fun to take on track. It's got our full aero kit. We've developed now 2 splitters because PhD Racing, Jackie Ding, asked us to. We're now coming out with a V1X swan neck rear wing that we'll be testing later this year because some of the customers now say that the car is a little bit too much front biased and doesn't have enough rear downforce, so we'll be throwing a little bit bigger rear wing on it. The car continually gets more and more stuff added to it and a little bit quicker on track, and it's just a lot of fun for only about 330 horsepower. We're working on some fender vents, we're working on some other stuff here and there as well. The BMW M4 is a brand new vehicle to us. We got it maybe 3 weeks ago now. I have driven it a little bit and it has seen a little bit of track time, but at very light throttle. The car makes some serious power. It's quite heavy though, but we're basically gonna do what we always do. We're gonna kind of tinker around, see what we can do as far as aerodynamics go, and maybe some engine bay caps, maybe some suspension components. I'm not exactly sure, maybe some cooling components as well. But right this moment, I have scanned the top half of the vehicle and I put it on the lift today so that I can scan the bottom half. All right, so this is a 2019 GT350R. It is honestly one of my favorite cars on track. It's manual, so 3 pedals. You're actually shifting gears on track and the thing screams. 8,200 RPM, how are you gonna complain about that? Currently, it doesn't have the rear wing on it because we're actually working with Fat House on a drag wing, so we're developing a drag wing for this vehicle that produces a little bit of downforce and actually improves drag so that this is more for those half-mile guys and mile guys that Fat House generally builds the twin turbo 350s and 500s for. Otherwise, the car has our full kit. It's a lot of fun on track with the full aero. I think we dropped 1.5 seconds from the factory car with our aerodynamic kit on it. Yeah, so the BRZ is actually the car that started the company. I've kept it because it kind of has a little bit of sentimental value. It is a 2014 BRZ. It had a full race turbo kit on it and then it blew up. So now it has a 3SGE turbo motor in it, and honestly it kind of just sits around because I just don't have the time to really get it to run right and do all the things that are involved in an engine swap car that's not very typical in this car.
Your favorite car in here?
It's probably a rough tie between the Supra and the Mustang. The Mustang has a lot less modifications and is just absolutely awesome on track. The Supra's been modified quite a bit more and now it is awesome on track, but comparing the two, I don't know. It's hard. They're both very fun.